Oh, good afternoon and welcome to this live Pro Traders Lounge update on the CPI data and the price action. You've got myself today. I'm H Paul and I'm with General, and we will be today bringing you some live action, or price action. So first of all, I'm going to start off with General today, who has a nice gold chart up there. So the data we've had in is this is good for the dollar, I suppose, and making the data a bit weak for the stocks and shares. We are, expectations of 3.7 year on year versus 3.6 estimated, so up a little bit higher than expected. The CPI was 4.1 year on year, estimated 4.1. So no great shakes. We've not had any real big movements on the charts, and yeah, I'm going to hand you over to General. He's going to give you an update on what he's expecting gold to do today. So General, you are live and kicking. So yeah, give us
Right.
your
Good
feedback.
morning, guys. Good afternoon and good evening to all part of the world. Welcome, guys. Um, I like to entertain gold, especially when it's this figure release, the CPI. That's the reason behind that is because gold can really move. I know Bitcoin. I always say this even to the members that Bitcoin hardly moves during this figure release. It only reacts maybe after. But as for gold, it has already reacted lower. Yeah, so it's gonna be a quick recap, especially for our members, because I did mention earlier that gold has made almost about 700 points to the upside from these lows that we saw on Friday here. So it was bound to give us a pullback. And I didn't mention that the figures were very likely that they were going to favor the dollar. Yeah, that's because of the figures that we saw yesterday. So it was very likely that they were going to favor the dollar here. So that's why we are seeing this move to the downside on gold. Obviously, I expect to see at least a pullback that will get to as far as about 50 to 60% or 60.618 fib retracement here. It's gonna be a long move, to be honest, because we're talking about at least about 350 points to about 400 points a year. But I do believe that gold is going to give us some pullback here. Obviously, there's nothing that says it must do so. It can still extend to the upside here, but for now, I think this is bound based on the wave count. This is bound, yeah, that it give us this pullback. So I'm not. I'm gonna be entertaining some short move to the downside, but like I did mention, that this was discussed earlier during the London Open with our members. So obviously the first leg it might trade as far as somewhere around the 38.2. Especially it's so common that our second leg or our wave two, that it is going to be a sharp correction that is deeper. Most of the time it will be a zigzag. So I would expect if it's gonna be a zigzag, doesn't have to be, but if it's going to be this zigzag that I'm expecting, yeah, we should see this move to the downside at least before we see some pullback and must get to as far as around this 38.2. Based on the candle patterns, I mentioned something today to the members that gold, I am expecting that it might do a very bearish engulfing candle today. That will be in line with the wave count that I'm expecting here. Um, we've already made a move a year, so some people might want to look for this short scalp as I talk about this a year. Please be mindful. You might have your own strategy here, but based on the scalping strategy that we had, we were entertaining the sales here. You can refer to our Twitter. My Twitter handle there, you'll see that some shots were taken here just before we saw those figures because I was more of like confident that this was going to give us those greener figures, and we see this bearish move to the downside. Obviously, it was a scalp. Some profit have been taken off. When we hit about 60 points to the downside a year, but I still expect that this is going to even drop more further to the downside. Now, obviously, I'm gonna have a quick one as well on your S&P 500 or your ES here. Bitcoin, like I've said it, I'm not even gonna entertain that one because it will hardly make those move. Well, the S&P 500, we've had this nice move to the upside from this area here. So I think this was sometime last week when I discussed this with our members that we are going to be expecting to see some rally to the upside here. Made a nice three-wave move structure here. Obviously, does not have to just go in a straight line here. Pullbacks might be seen here before we see this continuation move to the upside, especially that the DXY is reacting to the upside for now based on these fundamentals. So we should see some reaction lower here. Not entertaining those, to be honest. All I want to see here is for these three-wave move pullback to give us an opportunity that we can look to ride this one to the up side. So that's what I'm expecting right now on between your ES or your S&P 500 and also on gold. Before I go any further, I'm going to hand it over to my colleague, Paul.
No problem, General. Just bear with me 1 second. I'll just stick my chart up on the screen. Right.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So hopefully you can see my screen. Okay, this is what I'm expecting with Bitcoin. Slightly higher time frame. Again, just to go over the basics with you guys, I've got a much higher time frame chart that I'm looking at. This good old IC. This is what I see at the moment: a bearish rising wedge, and on a slightly lower time frame, trying to make sense of this bearish wedge and what's happening within this. I'm seeing this three drives pattern potentially playing out, taking us up to my target, which I've been moaning on about and banging on about forever. There's 29.3 area of 30,200 area. That's what I'm looking for longer term, I say on the high time frame for Bitcoin. Again, we can see that basically Bitcoin has been ranging for, since March. And we could call this a range, so high, low, high, low. Where's the next high? I mean, understandably, would be the higher the range, or so we can certainly look to trade it to the higher the range. Then what happens there? Well, we could get a pullback and push back up, or we could just fall down. I like the idea of a head and shoulders playing out on a higher time frame, as I am slightly more bearish on the indices personally. So yeah, that's my quick take on the S&P. The data today that came in, I would say as a slightly more on the side of the Fed potentially looking to continue their rate hikes. That's what the data says. There's no great movements in the CPI, and it doesn't look like it's pulling back a lot. And is the Fed interest? Are the Fed interest rates doing enough work? I don't know whether it's happening quick enough. I don't make monetary policy, but to me, I don't know. That's what the data says to me, which is obviously bearish for the stock market. That's my opinion. What am I looking at with the S&P? Well, in the group, just very quickly on here, I have been looking at this bearish scenario for a while on the S&P. We are following down my bearish trend. At the moment, we've come back and we've retraced to an area that I am looking for within potentially this channel. We've got this volume area at the bottom of the value area. Oh no, sorry, excuse me. I'm just going to take this off here. So, yeah, we've got a nice potential of golden pocket area here. So areas for me to look to compound a short would be, or take some profit off a hedge long, would be this area potentially. And if we start going above this 44.56, 44.60 area, then I'm going to start thinking about changing my bias. But at the moment, whilst we're making lower highs, I am going to remain bearish. But that is my idea for the stock market, which I have had since October last year. If you want to check out our Twitter, by the way, please check us out on Pro Traders Lounge. And check out General's Twitter. Sorry, I don't have your Twitter handle to hand, but check mine out too. Give us a follow and you'll get updates like this occasionally. Obviously, more updates in the group and more in-depth information and feedback, and daily updates on all sorts of assets such as commodities. Things like oil, gold, coal, corn, wheat. We trade everything in the group and have charts on pretty much everything, and have a fantastic community where we share data with the 7 pro traders in there, all sharing their technical analysis. So yeah, come and join us at protraderslounge.com if you're liking what you see. So yeah, I mean, General, do you have anything else that you want to share with us today? Are you anything that you want to run over, or how are you?
I'd say I'm doing pretty well. Thanks.
Sorry, Siri took over for you.
I'm just looking at some comments there.
Sorry,
I'm
yeah,
just gonna quickly answer those ones there.
Yeah, please do. I've switched over to you again, so please do.
Okay, before I share anything here on the chat, I'm looking at the latest trend. His request is requesting there if can he get one of these hoodies that he sees here. Yeah, definitely. We are going to post something on our main handle there, so please do make sure that you follow us there. We're gonna post something there and maybe some links that how can you get one of these hoodies there. Let me see if we do have before I even like go further, guys. I see we've got about 84 people that are watching right now, so please do hit that like button, guys. I want to see some more likes there on that live YouTube stream there. So if you like the content, please do give us some like there. Right, so I'm just looking at to see here. Let me just go back on gold because this is my favorite one here. So most of the people, if you do follow us there on Twitter, you know that we're all about $1,000 when it comes to gold. Yeah, that's what we just do like daily here. So there's really nothing much here. I'm not looking at anything other than just this bearish move to the downside. Yeah, we've got, even if you do follow the candle pattern, guys, this is very nice here. Actually, it's a very nice bearish engulfing candle here. So something nice is looming here on gold. I will be still entertaining these shorts. Paul, talking about this here, Paul, I saw something that you just posted, that you just shared now on Bitcoin.
Yes.
Maybe some people will love what I'm going to share here because it is in
Yes.
line with exactly what what you are expecting here.
Oh wow.
Like I've said it, guys, Bitcoin does not react with these fundamentals here. It normally react maybe after an hour or so, but just to show you, Paul is he calls it a 3 drive. I think I'm correct there, but he's looking
Yeah.
at something like this here.
Wow.
Something like this. He's looking at something like
General,
this,
I love that.
So,
I've never looked at your charts, and that we've come up with that. This happens all the time in the group, doesn't it? You get 3 or 4 traders with different ways of analysing an asset that come up with different routes to the same target. That's fantastic, mate. Oh, that's nice. Brilliant. Sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, that's great. That's fantastic.
yeah,
Love it. Yeah.
Just to add to this, guys, this chart here, guys, I'm showing you what I expect on a Bitcoin here. But believe me, inside the members area, we do discuss these alternative views because we always share both the scenario of a bullish scenario and also the bearish scenario. In this case here, I've been telling our members that I'm still looking for this move to the upside on a Bitcoin, provided that we still hold on to this invalidation level. Yeah, if Bitcoin still holds above this, I'm gonna be expecting that this is going to eventually make a move to the upside. I should have shown you this chart because I think it was earlier this week. I said I'm not entertaining any buys until the price gets to as far as this other side of the channel here. Just a simply TA, because these corrective structures most of the time they are going to terminate at this other side of the channel. So I expect that this was gonna drop here, and like I mentioned, that the only time I'm gonna entertain a bullish move is only if we get to around this point. And guess what? The invalidation level. One thing that I like about this is that the invalidation level is so or should I say the risk here, the stop loss level is so tight here. So that's why I'm entertaining this move. Obviously, I'm very well aware that this could have just been a connector here, an ABC structure here, and then this drop. but why do I have to immediately conclude that this is going to drop? I need the market to prove me right here by just coming to this invalidation level for a bullish move. That's when I can start to entertain this bearish move. Like I've said it is already out there, shared to our members, that we can have this bearish view, but we just need the price first to come to us and confirm. But with Paul expecting the bullish move, with my wave count expecting this move to the upside, very likely that before we can expect a drop, we will be looking for this move. Let me quickly show you what is expected on the DXY, and then we will make up this year and see why do I expect that this is going to eventually make a move to the upside on a Bitcoin. This is just based on a correlation here. DXY made a nice move to the upside here. Believe me, this was very expected. I expected that it was going to get to as far as around your 106. That's why I expected to see a reaction to the downside. It has done so now, started to make this move lower here. We broke above below this trend line here, even though I have it as a channel. Obviously we've broke below that, and pullback it is expected here. If we get a three-wave move pullback against this here, then that's what could cause your Bitcoin to start to make a move to the upside, your ES make a move to the upside. Obviously gold, I still see it as in a correction for now. So once we get this maybe three-wave move start on a DXY against this 107 area here, to complete that correction, then do expect that your Bitcoin might be supported, that it makes that move to the upside. So I'm gonna end it here for me, guys. I'm not sure if my colleague does have anything else to share there.
No, I think that's it from me too. I think we've shown more than enough to the general public. So I think if they want more, they've got to come and see us inside Pro Traders Lounge. We'd love to welcome you all in there. Say fantastic community in there, and lots of fantastic traders too, and some amazing setups. So yeah, I think we'll call it a day there. Not an awful lot more movement on the market today. I don't think we've really seen any drastic moves. Just those as we expected per our analysis. So yeah, I think we'll call it a day there and say thank you to everybody. Please give us a like and subscribe to the channel, please, if you would be so kind. And if you're feeling really super kind, share it with your friends and tell them where to come and get the best analysis and charting and laughs whilst you're doing it in Pro Traders Lounge. So thank you for joining us, and take care. One last chart that I need to show you all, I think, on here. Oh, by the way, we've got coming up after this session in the lounge, we've got Trader, the magical, the mysterious Trader R sharing his technical analysis in the lounge for the New York live open session. Come and join him and his charts. So yeah, come and see us, and we will catch you in the lounge. And thank you for joining us. Have a great day. Trade safely and take care, everybody.